Hello friends, thanks for coming back to my channel. So we're going to start my journey with junk journals. Now I have done a couple and given them as gifts or whatever, but this is my journey. So start to finish, I'm going to do one. Do you see what it is? Of course it is. I got this yesterday and I'm going to make this for an employee that works at where this bag comes from. I think everyone knows what it is. Anyway, this is what we're going to do. So it's going to be a slow process. I'm just going to do start to finish, how many of the parts it takes. So today I'm going to do the cover and we'll go from there. I got to do some fandango fancy stuff here and get this apart. I guess could have prepped this a little more, but I wanted you to see how this is just an ordinary bag. And I'm just taking apart the glue. Yeah, so how's everybody doing? How's your life with junk journal? Are you enjoying this process? I gotta tell you, I think about it so much. There's nothing better than taking stuff and just turning it into something functional. When it comes to crafting, I love that part of it. Here we go. This is going to go like this. And I don't know if you know me very well, but I don't like things upside down or sideways. So, of course, this is going to go this way. Just going to see. This is the good side. And is there no side that was glued? It's got to be glued somewhere. It's got to be glued somewhere. Oh, it was glued. How can this possibly be a full circle? Well, let's take these handles off. Oh, there it is, right there, Starbucks. So I want that, I definitely want that on the spine. So I'm going to cut this side. I'm going to do it like this. Sure, I don't have a thing. Oh. I'm going to do it like this. And I'm not going to worry because it's going to be, I'm going to have plenty more than what I need. So I'm just going to zip this up here. Like so. And there we go. Okay. So we'll pull that off. There it is. Okay, so it wasn't a complete tube. That had me fooled. But I want to be careful because I want to use that. Now, I don't want this wide of a spine. So I'm not sure. I will probably cut it here. And yeah, okay. Let's get this down to size that I can work with. Let's get out my funky cutter, hopefully. Does this fit here? No. Not quite, but it will where I want to cut. I'm going to go down here, and I want this down the center. Let's try to get this even. Right like that. Okay, so that's going to be the one. That's going to be my spine right there. And so what I'm thinking is I will glue it like that. And that's still a fair size spine, isn't it? Yes, it is. This I like that. So this is, let's see what we got going here. This is seven and 3/4 by 10. Ooh, that's pretty big. What are my sheets? 8.5 by 11, so that's 4 1/4. No, I'm sorry. 8.5 by 5.5. So 8.5 by 5.5. So that means my cover can be 9 by 6. 9 by 6, because I don't mind it being a 1/2 inch bigger. Yeah, because that'll make up for, yeah, I wanted a 1/2 inch bigger. So 9 by 6, 8.5 by 11 is 5.5, which is 6. So 9 by 6. Okay, so 6 is there. Okay, let's see. Let's trade tools here for a minute. Let's get this out. So I want this at the very corner. Like that. And 6. So there's where my fold's going to be, and 8.5. My fold's going to be there. So there and there. Okay, so that's going to work. So let's go back to, let's just leave that for a minute and jump around, and let's make the cover. What am I going to make the cover? Of course, Great Value crispy rice. Let's open this up. We're going to take, first of all, let's move this. We'll take this, make this so it's workable, which is the open side. Having such a time finding opening sides. Oh, here it is right here. Okay. Well, that was easy enough. Okay. So I don't think we're, again, how thick is the spine going to be? We'll figure that out. Let's do some cutting. So, what did I say? I have to cut some. I'm gonna have to cut some so I can get it in my thing here. I should have wrote it down. So my papers are 8.5 by 11. So that means 9 inches by 6. Because my inside pages are going to be 8.5 by 5.5. Right? That's what I always go, 8.5 by 11. So 8.5 by 5.5. So that's 9 by 6. Okay, we're happening. 9 by 6. So let's just see. I think I can do it all in this one. Where's my, hopefully, whoops. No, 9 takes me here. So you know what? We're not going that far. We're going to take this here. We're going to cut it. Yeah, we're going to cut it right here. So this is a spine that we don't have to glue. We're going to build this, we're going to make the piece all one spine. Now I watch lots of videos where they do the 3 pieces. I don't care about that, do I? No, that's fine. Okay. So first of all, first things first. Let's cut this. Let's cut this. We're going to get it square. It's a little thicker, obviously. Get all this out of the way. Keep those for tags. Okay. So we're going to cut that right there. And this here is mine. No, we need this 12 inches. Oh, it's not going to make it. Okay, we're going to cut it right there then. Okay, let's see what we get here. Oh, this is going to be a lot smaller because we're going to build the spine in. Okay, okay. So where I was and where I'm going is 2 different directions because that's what happens. When I didn't really think about it, I just started it and wung it. So here we are. It's going to be smaller. We're good with that. We're okay. Life is good. Where's my thing? So we're going to find the center. 12.5 makes 6 1/4. So 6 1/4 is the center. So we're going to go 6 and 6 1/2. Is that a big enough spine? I'm going to put 2 signatures in. Whoops. Let's try that again. Is that a big enough spine? That's a 1/2 inch spine. You know what? Let's go. Let's go this way 1/4 and this way 1/4. There. That's a bigger spine. So we're going to put 2 signatures in, but I want to do lots of decorating. Okay. Let's see. Where's my bone folder? Did we do it? We did it! Look, it equals. Funny how that works when you're not thinking. Okay, now let's see what happens here. So my book is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. But that's the way life works. So we want this here. Could do just a little bit. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna, oh, so I can't have that and that. And does the other piece have that? No, it doesn't. Well, you know what? Sometimes you got to give up some good stuff to get some better stuff. What am I going to do here? What am I going to do? How much space do I have? I have lots. Okay, we're gonna replan this because I want both of those. So I'm gonna put this in here again. And I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut it like that. Trying to get it as straight as possible, but it's not going to matter. We're going to straighten it out. So there we go. That's that. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go a 1/2 inch over like that. I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to go, you know what, I think I'm going to save this for another one, and I'm going to put something else on the back. Thinking. Just give me a second. I've got an idea. This isn't your typical that. Or that. I like that one. That may very well do. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that's what we're doing. Okay, so first things first, we're going to prep this. So because this here is where the band is, I'm going to put tape on both sides. Lost track of the turns. So I don't know where you live in the world, but I am in the Okanagan, and spring has sprung. All the crocuses are up, the tulips are up, the daffodils are up, lots of things. Now, will it get cold and confuse the plants? I don't know. I hope not. I'm hoping that spring has sprung and summer's coming. We're looking forward to our first camping trip. Already got it planned. Say hello, Princeton. Yeah. We always kick our season off with the Princeton Municipal Park. A very nice, lovely town. What? Just gonna rip those off. Get my pokey tool. tool. And then I'm going to put one more down the center. There we go. Wasn't quite wide enough. Here we go. Now, this just tells you I had no real plans on paper. Most of it was in my head, my thought process, and how I thought I was going to do this doesn't always equal what I actually do. So, and I'm okay that this is a bit smaller. It gives me more choices for signature paper. And yeah, so that's all fun. But we'll just work on the cover today and let everything dry. And then next time we'll start the filling. So I am going to get rid of all this. And I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glue. And again, I don't do a lot of measuring. I just kind of let the paper work for itself. I didn't get my bottles filled. Oops. There we go. Whoops. Just a little bit in the middle. Oh, that's all taped. So the edges are taped, so you don't have to put glue on glue. Okay. Now this, I want the eyes to show. I want it a little bit past. Now, do I want to put the paper down first? You know what? I think I want to put the paper down first. I just want the edge of the paper. Hopefully that's straight. I should have maybe done it the other way. Let's see what it looks like. I still have time to move. Oh, do I have enough? No. You know what? I want a little bit more paper. Whoops. Are you kidding me? Okay. We've got time to adjust. A little bit more paper. Oop. Oop goop. So I want some on the end. Does that look straight? Okay, we've committed. We have committed to it, so that's that. Now don't forget that we've got I'm gonna probably end up I'll put a piece of lace there for the seam or washi or something. Okay, let's burnish the whole thing. Let's flip it over and see what we got here. Hopefully, that's okay. Okay, let's take this. And we'll get our knife, our little knife, our very sharp knife. Give this a little bit here. Oops. I should have my metal ruler. I don't think that was very straight. But you know what? It got the job done. I should look for my metal ruler somewhere. There we go. Okay. Give this a cut. It's a little better. And we'll cut this. Whoops. That's why you need your metal ruler, so you're not cutting your plastic ruler. There we go. And now it looks like it's not going to work, but trust the process. Well, that wasn't very straight. That's okay. Trust the process. So this can be done one of two ways. You can go up to the edge and cut, or you can leave this and then do a fold over. And as you see, that's what I think we're going to do here. So the next thing we'll do is we'll take our tool for what's it called? Scoring, our scoring tool. We're just going to score around this just to help it go over, fold better, right? You can always use, everybody needs a little help. I'll go like that. Let's score this. Go around there. Let's go around here. And then we'll take our little scissor doodads and we'll do a V like that. A V like that. Well, that's not very even, but that's okay. We're going to cover anyway. We want to make sure that we leave just a little bit on that corner to cover so that the corner doesn't stick out. But I am getting corner things for this, I believe. Okay, now here's where we do our nice little folds, and please don't crack, please don't crack, please don't crack. And we got a little crack, but that's okay. You know what? It's all fun and games. We can figure that out. And let's give this another score. Nice little score. Please don't crack. Please don't crack. See, look at that. That one didn't crack. I think it's the way you talk to it. And this here is nice and light. This is just a brown paper bag, of course. Okay, here we go. Let's score it again. Just for good measure, we'll go a couple times. Okay, please don't crack. Please don't crack. Thank you for not cracking. Okay, so on this, we're going to get our trusty tape out again. And I like doing this just because I know then the edges are down. And we'll put tape along the edge. Tape along the edge. Taping it, taping it, taping it. This is all fun. And you know what? Like I said before, it wasn't how I was planning, but sometimes when a plan doesn't come the way you thought it was, you end up with something that you didn't know you were going to end up with, but boy, you sure like it, right? Am I right? That happens to me all the time. That's the fun thing about crafting, the process of crafting. Okay, let's just give these all a burnish and then it'll be easier to lift did that one. Okay, pokey tool. Oops. Pokey tool. You'd think this would have a more scientific name. It probably does, other than pokey tool. What could it be called? I think it's similar to like an awl, but not as strong. As you can tell, I tried using it as an awl and it kind of bent it. So now it's just my pokey tool. But I still use it sometimes after I awl to make the hole a little bigger. I don't know why I'd use this and not my awl, but it just makes sense to do that. Okay, so now will we use a little glue? I think so. Let's just help it out a bit. Just a little bit, just along the edges there. If we put along the edges, then it won't. Everything will be good. Just a little bit along the edges. Oops. There we go. Nothing major, nothing serious. Okay, here we go. There we go. And there we go. Oh, we got a little crease there, but we'll work that out. As I said, it's just paper bag, so it's fairly light. This. And this. And this. Okay. Now we'll slowly, there's the cover, and there's the back cover. Oh, it's okay, so this here is going to be an issue. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do that. I'm going to let it dry before I bend it. I need my card. My very important crafting card. Just to smooth the glue out. Oh, I like it. I think it's going to look very nice. Whoops. I think I'm going to have to put something heavy on it. Okay. Now we can do this. Was there enough? No. Nope. Do we want this on the inside? Oh, I don't think so. I'm torn now. I'm torn on the torn paper. See, we could put this on the inside. We could. You know what? I think we're gonna. Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? So we're gonna cut that 12 by 12 by 7 3/4. That's that. And 12 by 7 3/4. No, not 3/4. Here's half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 5/8. 7 5/8 by 12. Okay, so we want the face. What is that? 12. Okay, we don't have a lot. Okay, where's 12? Right there. But it's going to be smaller on one side than the other. So let's go there and go over 1/4 of an inch. Okay, again, trust the process. I think I got it. Put this like this and we'll go to 12. 12. See, I'm putting it upside down and I'm just going to wing it because it's going to be what it's going to be. And 7 5/8. Oh, we need to cut that off. Let's cut it off there. Cut it off a little less, but that's okay. Okay, so we're going to turn this around, and we're going to go through here and go 7 5/8. 7 1/2, 7 5/8. Well, we're committed. We're committed. We're doing it. Let's see what happens. Perfect. You know what? It's going to do the job. It's going to be exactly what we want. That's the inside, people. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's get some tape on this, baby. Oops. Let's cut that. We're going to go the whole length. Again, I like doing it this way because then I'm guaranteed that the edges are going to stick. That's how I roll. I think I'm going to put a little bit more glue on this than whoops. What's that about? A little bit more glue on this one than I did the last one, or the front cover. And then I'm going to put a weight on it to dry so that we make sure that everything's down. But you know what? Crinkles is half the fun, isn't it? Half the having different textures and crinkles, and that just goes to tell you it didn't go through a machine, and you know, there wasn't 3,000 made per minute, that it's handmade. So whenever you do something that you really didn't think that was how you wanted it, just think of it that way. It just shows everyone that, hey, that was handmade. It's not perfect by a machine that puts them out. That was handmade. So we're going to take this one off. That little piece off that broke or ripped, and this one off, And now we're going to glue. Maybe with this I'll do the glue stick. I've got a brand new glue stick. Maybe that's what I'll do. It says great for paper on paper. Oh, gotta save that for a tag. You know me and tags. Okay. Oh, it's purple. Cool. I can see where I was and where I gotta go. I like colored glue. Makes it easier. Not sure if that's showing up for you. Okay, that's a lot of glue. That should do her. Now, let's make sure we got the front. That's the front. That's the front. That's the top. We wouldn't want to put our inside upside down. Nothing worse than your insides upside down. I'm just going to lay it there. Let my fingers go, and I'm going to go in the center. And then I'm going to push out. Go in the center, push out. Go in the center, push out, go in the center, push out. Get my trusty, expensive tool. So what I'm doing is just pushing that glue out. And if there's a place where it's kind of lumpy, just rub it with your fingers and warm it up, and that'll melt that glue. Sounds crazy, but it does. Oh. Look at that. So I don't want to bend that yet because I'm going to have to do something with that spine. Or I'm going to let that glue dry on that spine, and hopefully we can make that work. But that's all good. No worries. We can do something. Don't forget, we've got our trusty spiner thing. To put that like that. And like that. Do you see where I'm going with it? Anyway, that's for another day. We'll see how this goes. We'll let this dry. I'm going to put some weight on it just to get it. And that's our cover. Our beautiful cover for the start of our Starbucks. Our Starbucks junk journal. So thanks for coming to my channel and checking this out. Part 2, we will start with the signatures. And I think we'll do 2 signatures, about 11 to 12 pages. So that'll be 24 pages times 2 times 48. I don't know. Will we have 48 or 96 writing papers? I don't know yet. So that's it for today. You have a wonderful day. Thanks again for coming to check me out.